This is the JAFO Report.
You know, living out here on the West Coast gives you a lot of time to think about life, and naturally, death. Maybe it's the ocean. Maybe it's the steady drizzle reminding us time is passing and umbrellas are optional. Either way, Canadians have been facing some pretty big questions lately, like how we exit this world with dignity. I'm talking about medical assistance in dying, better known as MAID. Now, according to Health Canada, MAID was legalized back in 2016. At first, it was for people whose death was reasonably foreseeable, a phrase only a bureaucrat could love. Now, full disclosure, my older sister, I should say my late older sister, was diagnosed with one of those mystery diseases. Her words, by the way, not mine. And it took away her ability to eat solid foods and eventually her ability to speak. After many consultations with numerous medical specialists and continued severe weight loss, she applied for MAID and was accepted. She passed in 2020 with the help of doctors in a hospital setting. After 2021 court decisions out of Quebec, the law expanded. Now, even those who aren't terminal but suffer from grievous, irremediable conditions can qualify. Reports from the Parliamentary Library note since it's included thousands more people every year, and the debate keeps growing faster than an Nanaimo bar on a buffet table. Here's how it works. A person requests MAID voluntarily in writing. They have to be mentally competent under Canada's healthcare system and suffering unbearably in a way that can't be relieved. 2 independent medical practitioners have to agree, and yes, there is a waiting period, though it can be waived if the clock is already ticking loudly. The procedure itself is usually a quiet medical setting. A doctor or nurse practitioner administers life-ending medication, either by injection or by prescription, that the patient self-takes. Now, as you might expect, reactions are mixed. On the one hand, supporters, including organizations like Dying with Dignity Canada, say it's about choice, compassion, and control. They point out that about 1 in 30 deaths in Canada now happens under MAID, according to 2023 federal statistics, and most families describe it as peaceful, humane, and deeply Canadian, polite, even in our passing. On the other hand, critics, including disability advocates, worry doors may be open a little too wide. Some Canadians living with poverty, chronic pain, or isolation have reported being offered MAID instead of adequate social support. That's not compassion. That's policy neglect in disguise. Even the federal government, as reported in CBC's coverage of Bill C-62, delayed expanding MAID to mental illness until 2027. Because, surprise, we're not really ready for that ethical juggling act. So we find ourselves in a very Canadian conundrum, balancing empathy with caution, progress with protection, and the right to choose with a duty to care. It's not easy, but then again, nothing worth getting right ever is. I appreciate you taking 5 minutes with this boomer. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and check out my merch coming soon. Who am I, you ask? Oh, just another friendly observer. Call me JAFO.
The JAFO Report.ca.
The JAFO Report is downloadable from wherever you get your podcasts from. That's the JAFO Report.ca. Life can be overwhelming, and sometimes we all need a moment to recharge. I initially discovered guided meditation back in my 40s, but neglected it until my heart attack in my 60s. Eventually, I started recording my own guided meditations, and now I'd like to share them with the public. Whether you prefer a simple, soothing voice or a rich experience by adding music with ambient sounds, I've got you covered. The meditation sessions start at $4.20 each. The first 3 are free. Visit 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. And start your journey to inner calm. Your path to peace is just a click away.